A woman quits teaching after 3 years because she says her students are using more and more AI services and don't know how to read. Let's get to it.
A lot of these kids don't know how to read because they have had things read to them, or they can click a button and have something read out loud to them. I just don't think these kids even care. They don't care about making a difference in the world. They don't care about how to have a resume. They don't care how to write a resume. They don't care how to write a cover letter because ChatGPT will just do it for them. And I think that we need to cut off technology from these kids probably until they go to college.
Hannah is a former teacher, and she joins us now. She posted that video. More than 1 million people have seen it, Hannah, probably more by the time we're on this morning. Why did you post that video?
So I taught for 3 years, as I said in my video. I wasn't always a teacher. I actually started my career in digital marketing. So I've been in the digital world for about 5 years now, or since I've graduated. And throughout the 3 years, I've taught digital arts classes and I've taught an English class. And I would say that in all of my teaching experience, technology has posed quite a challenge. And with AI becoming so accessible to children nowadays, especially teaching in an English or Core 4 classroom, it's been especially challenging kind of to have the kids comprehend and critical think and think for themselves on certain things.
Yeah.
So on my way out, I wanted to kind of raise awareness and just let people know how AI and technology is affecting their children these days.
I feel that having AI in schools is great, in my honest opinion. Reason being is because it allows educators to be able to teach students the way that they can learn. But it also can be bad when you have these students who are just on their cell phones. I like what Governor Hochul did in New York, where she said, listen, all cell phones have to be put away, locked away until the end of the day. Simple as that. When I was teaching 3rd grade, I had students who had cell phones. I told them, listen, this is what you're going to do. You're going to turn off that cell phone, put it in your book bag. That's it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any alarms. I don't want to hear none of that stuff. Okay. And that allowed me to control the classroom. Some teachers, be honest with you, you gotta be militant. You got to have proper classroom management and say, hey, listen, you know what? Turn off your phone. You can play with it at the end of my period. I'm with you here. I'm trying to do what I got to do, trying to make sure that you learn. This is how it's going to be. But, in my opinion, AI is here to stay. No matter what conservatives might say, AI is here to stay. All right. We may have learned a different way because when we were kids, we didn't have that. But these kids have it now. So why don't you, instead of trying to find problems with it, how about you utilize it correctly so that you can become a more beneficial teacher and give your students what they deserve?
Right. I know, coming from a mother who taught for 33 years, my sister's a teacher in South Carolina, the challenges that y'all deal with, this is even before AI was a thing. I'm sure it's even more challenging now. And clearly, your opinion is, yes, it is. You're a high school teacher. I'm sure your students loved you. We hate to see someone leave education because of problems within the classroom. Give me some examples of what the students are saying to you.
Well, a lot of students, and I do want to be clear, I taught a lot of very motivated and bright children. And so I don't want this to come off as if this is all the kids' fault. But I do know that a lot of times in my English classroom, I would ask them to write down a short response or just 5 sentences to answer a question. And a lot of times it would be about 2.5 sentences. And they would say, well, I can't think of anything else to say. Or, well, why do I have to answer in complete sentences? Like, you get the point from what I'm saying in just this little sentence. And then a lot of times I would assign essays, long form essays. And I know how children write, especially when they handwrite me things in the beginning of the school year. And so when a student, how I know how they write, typically would give me a very eloquently and thorough essay on a topic that I know that normally wouldn't come from them, I would ask them, was this really you? And I'd run it through an AI generator. And of course, it would say 100% ChatGPT or AI. And I would speak to the student and they would more so question of, well, if I have to redo this, how much is it really going to affect my grade? Can I just take the 0?
Oh my gosh, trying to take the easy way out.
Fail the ass. Simple as that. Listen, if you really want to be that teacher that holds kids accountable and hold parents accountable as well, you got to fail them. Fail them. See, I don't teach high school, and if I did taught high school, I would fail the ass. Be like, yo, what is this? Oh, well, I mean, will that affect my grade? Yes, big ass 0. Go back home and do it over. Come on now. You see, here's the thing, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Teachers, and for all my teachers out there and future teachers, you have to control your class. And you have to make sure that you let your students know that you ain't playing any games. They probably looked at this woman right here and probably said, man, I could run her. That's how it is. That's how it is. And then all you're going to do is go on Fox News, and you know how Fox News likes to spin stuff. They're going to make it like, oh, you know, it's the kids and then it's AI and it's the parents. And then maybe she taught in an urban city and stuff like that. You know how conservatives be. You know how they be. They be low key, you know, using that hidden racism type stuff. Okay. But hey, it is what it is. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. I know your time is valuable, but you're spending it with me. Thank you. Thank you. If you haven't already, please like the video. Make some comments after you watch the video all the way through, and subscribe to this channel to help me grow. I really, really appreciate it because I'm edging my way up towards 800 subscribers, and I'm trying my best to get to 1,000 subscribers before September. But I can only do it with your help, so please help a brother out. Thank you for watching. Let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it promoting just a laziness among our children?
I suppose, and a lot of them are just feeling as though they don't really need to do the work anymore because AI will just do it for them.
Right.
And I think that AI can be in a classroom in a very effective way if we teach children in the older grades how to use it properly. But if we're allowing them this unlimited access in the classroom to use AI, they're not going to do the work themselves.
Yeah, I know you're a proponent of getting technology out of our classrooms, getting the phones out of our classrooms. I still can't believe some schools are allowing that. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry you had to leave the classroom. What are you going to do next?
Yes, well, I actually am working in a nonprofit now. I run donor relations, development, and digital marketing for them. So I'm back in what I was doing before teaching, and I'm loving it so far.
All right. Well, Hannah, thank you for giving up those 3 years. Appreciate it. We love our teachers.
That was complete and utter BS at the end. Y'all don't love teachers. Yeah, I really don't. Because if you did love teachers, you would make sure that, number one, teachers are greatly paid. There's parts of this country where a teacher, aka South Carolina, Florida, a lot of them southern states, where teachers are paid damn near poverty wages for their degree. I'll be damned if you catch me working in the South. Hell no. Unless I'm fully retired in New York City and I'm just coming and I move to the South and I'm just like, all right, cool, I'll just teach for craps and giggles. But no. You don't care about the teachers. Like, if you did, you would make sure that they're properly funded. And now, talking about AI in the classroom, let me tell you something. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. Technology in classrooms have really dramatically changed the game, especially for teaching. When I taught, I had a smart board. It was an older smart board, but I had a smart board, and I utilized that to be able to help me advance my students so that they can be able to learn better. We are living in a world, a technological world, where students need to see things. That's how they learn. Okay? So if you trying to go back to the way it was, this ain't no damn 1950s and 60s where people got a chalkboard and stuff like that. Hell no. Oh, we leave it to some of these damn conservatives to say some foolishness like that. She need to get hit over the head with a damn soft flipping sock where like, homie, don't play that. What's wrong with you, lady? Come on now. The problem is not the AI. The problem is that you have a lot of administrators who do not allow teachers to control the classroom. I'd be damned if I'm going to be a teacher and I tell my students, put that damn phone away, and they're going to tell you, oh, no, Mr. Taylor. I'm like, what? Man, you must be out of your dang on mind. So that's one of the major problems. It's not really AI and students. Yeah, students can't read, not knowing how to read. That is a serious problem. But if you want cell phones out of the classroom, do what Governor Hochul did. Say, listen, you know what? Cell phones need to be locked up, straight off the bat, locked up. And you can only get it back either at the end of the day or whatever. And then teach students the way that they need to be taught. And it starts from the foundation. Because one of the problems that we have is that parents work so dang on hard that when they do get home, they barely can help their children with their homework. So when you have parents who are working hard and they hope to God that their kids do their homework and after school, whatever, you got a problem. You got a problem. And it's going to get worse, especially with Uncle Trump and Uncle Elon cutting jobs and wanting to cut benefits and this, that, and that. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse before it gets better. And a lot of conservatives, they know that, but they don't want to admit that, because if they admit it, then that means that they have to admit that they're wrong and that they messed up the situation, but they're not going to do it. They're going to go gun-ho, hit the damn iceberg, knowing the damn Titanic is sinking, and continue with the damn conservative BS. But hey, listen, kudos to this woman right here. She said she taught for 3 years and now she's doing some digital marketing, back what she possibly went to school for, and that was it. Maybe she went to teaching because maybe her job fired her ass, and then she was like, well, you know, I got this degree, let me go and teach at a charter school or something like that, and then complain about it on Fox News and then go back to doing what she really wanted to do. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. My brothers and sisters, thank you so much for watching this video, especially watching all the way to the end. I know your time is valuable, but you are spending it with me. Thank you, thank you. If you haven't already, please like the video. That will help me with the algorithm. Subscribe to this channel. That will greatly help me out. I'm inching close to 800 subscribers, and I would love to get to over 1,000 subscribers before September, but I can only do it with their help, so please help a brother out. And last but not least, make some comments. Tell me how you feel about this situation. Tell me, do you think that technology needs to be out of classes, or do you think, like me, that is never going to get out of classroom, and you have to be able to have proper classroom management so that you can be able to do what needs to be done and give your students the proper education that they need and deserve? But I want to hear from you. Tell me how you feel about it. Thank you so much for watching. Be safe. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Peace.